Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahn, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Here we go with Warriors. They're on the road.
Do we have to do this, Ramon, again?
The Pacers. And, one, big question here is you got to wonder about the status of, the Warrior players a little bit. They're coming off the game yesterday against Milwaukee, so it's a back-to-back. That's definitely a concern here. We've already seen steam, believe it or not, has come in on the Warriors. So to me, that sounds like that maybe the Curry will play here in this one. So maybe they won't be taking a rest here. They're up against Indiana. The steam has also come in early on the under, but I'm showing right now in this one that the current line as we get started here is the Warriors are favored now by 1.5, and the total is up to 237.5. Sounds like we got Curry in there tonight.
Yeah, and what's over under on technicals? I think 6 today, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like I got to go with the Pacers here again today. I mean, I keep on wanting to give the Warriors a try and just can't seem to do it here. They're 2-12 on the road. We all know this. Pacers are not great at home, only 8-6, but they are 3-1 against the spread, versus the Warriors here. I'm going to try them. I feel like I should just pass on everything Warriors or Lakers related.
It's just really, really bizarre. But again, we kind of broke it down yesterday about how, and again, there's also something to be said for the fact that a lot of people will say that the season doesn't even start until Christmas. So,
yeah, right.
There's a lot of that too, going on, just pacing yourself a little bit. Butterscotch says he feels like this might be the spot to fade the Pacers, maybe take the Warriors here. You mentioned, remember, they did win a game as an underdog, so they are actually have a better spread record than they do straight up record. Latifa wants the Warriors. Fonzie wants the Warriors. Indiana won and covered the meeting on December 5th in the Bay Area, Mindy. 112-104 as a 12.5 point dog. It went way under the total in that game. So Indiana's 8-6 against the spread at home. So Latifa's on the fade train here. She thinks everyone's going to be going on Indy here. I think it's going to be it's going to be Mindy and I against everybody in the chat. How can the Warriors, a team that isn't doing much on the road? Sure, the Pacers have plenty of weaknesses, no doubt about it, especially right now. I mean, they're not getting numbers. If one thing that the Warriors are actually doing, when they're home, but they've been covering numbers, but most of those have certainly come at home. Pacers, like I said, 8-6 against the spread at home. If indeed Curry, and those guys are going to play, I would expect that, maybe even this spread could go up a slight, just a little bit. I mean, like I said, it's already been the Pacers opened the 1 point favorite, if I'm not mistaken, and now it's Warriors at -1.5. So Crush says he likes the Pacers here. Also, Curtis does like the under. I kind of agree with Curtis again.
Right.
There on that one. And Scott says after last night's game, how will they come out? So I don't know. It's tough, Mindy, because we're trying. We want to always include the chat. We want to say it's a team steam, but it just feels like to me it's going to continue for the Warriors until further notice. So I want to take the Warriors here. I wish that we could cooperate. I hope no one leaves us just because we're on a disagreement with them. But Mindy, I think we've got to try the Pacers here. in this one to beat the Warrior. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's where we're missing the point here, Mindy. Maybe we with the Warriors we should be getting more points. I mean, with the Pacers we should be getting more points,
Yeah,
right? And that's
right.
why you know it's easy to see it. As the Warriors spreads have continued to decrease on the road, the number of points they've been laying, right? Um, Eventually it's going to get to a point where how much is too much, and maybe that's where the chat feels this is right now. To me, I think we might actually support. We might actually agree with them. Maybe if it wasn't a back to back. Yeah, is that going your thinking at all, Mindy?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to, make that trip to in Indiana again. So I think it wears on him, especially
Not a
after
far
that,
trip.
huh?
It's not a far trip, but
Well, yeah,
still the
because they
back to back.
were, yeah. But it's one of those two that I think just with, it was a very emotional, game here. So I think that takes a lot out of a team as well. So, I mean, we haven't really seen this happen. So it's one of those like we don't exactly know what to expect or how this team's going to respond. But to me, they already had the woes on the road. Now they have the woes with, getting the 5 technicals there. Just still not playing bad. I mean, they're still just playing bad on the road. I think that's what it comes down to is I think they're going to have a hard time responding, especially because they're so down.
And welcome to Lamont Williams as well here. Nice to have you with us today. Hello, Lamont. Nice to have you joining us here on the Morning Steam. Welcome. Maybe we've seen you before, or maybe you've been
I think
hanging out
so.
with us. I don't recall, but
I think
all right.
yesterday a little bit.
Oh, okay, great. And so, all right. Well, sorry, you guys. We're going to be on our own, and you guys can come in here and give us the business tomorrow. If this one goes down, right, Mindy? Warriors have lost 5 in a row as road favorites versus the East. Uh, Maybe they bounce back. Look, I got burnt, right? Didn't I try to come in with the Warriors recently and didn't work out? So just kind of, gun shy a little bit, I think, right now with the Warriors. So I want the Pacers tonight with Mindy to take the 1.5. I'm actually, talking about what happened, the events of that game last night. And like I said, the fact that the Warriors have been one of those teams that rest the stars. So I'm wondering why they wouldn't again here tonight. So we haven't heard any news one way or the other that they would. I mean, again, you wouldn't hear it necessarily at this hour, but the line would indicate to me because the increase in the total, the widely reported steam coming in on the Warriors, that the Warriors star players will be in the game tonight. We know Wiggins is out, but I mean, uh, you know, so it does surprise me actually. Kerr is one of those guys, right? He's from the pop school. Rest the players. We see
Yep.
all the big teams doing this, and you wonder, why again, maybe it's because the travel is not as far, so they might feel more comfortable. Scott says maybe they're desperate for a win on the road. It's no panic mode at this point. The Warriors are, I guess, I think where they're at right now. If you look at the standing now, I don't think they're going to stay down this low in the standings, right? I mean, especially after Christmas. But at this point, they have to play the double play in, win 2 games on the road, I think, to get into the main, into the main draw of the series. So I don't know. I've got to take the Pacers one more time.
All right.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
it's hard. It's like we have to try to rationalize that,
Yeah,
decision.
especially
Yeah.
with everybody obviously against us almost on this one. I mean, it's almost unanimous. The chat against us in this one, I'm afraid. All right, we'll take our lumps here if that one goes down, Mindy, and we'll, tell everyone they were right. They should be hosting. They should be doing the morning.
Right. We'll just be guests from now on. So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.